everyone, welcome back to Storytime with Grandma. I am so happy that you're all here. Can you believe it is week 5 we've been doing this? It's so nice to spend this time with you. I love it. I am back on the beach, my favorite place on the planet. It's kind of a blustery day here today, but I love it no matter what. I hope you're in your special place. I hope you're ready for a great story this week. As you know, I had asked that everybody subscribe to the channel and leave me a message with some of your favorite books. Grandma's been reading some of her favorites, and I wanted to start bringing in some of your favorites as well. And that's what we're going to do this week. We have a book that was sent to us or recommended to us by our friend Ivy. And what makes Ivy so special, amongst a lot of other things, she's pretty cool in and of herself, but she has a bonus mom who is a firefighter, and her dad is a police officer. So she has 2 first responders in her family, and we are ever so grateful for both of them and for Ivy and all your family does. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for this week's recommendation. So Ivy has chosen the book Harry and the Lady Next Door. And I'm super excited to jump into this book. It's the author is Jean Zion, and the pictures or the illustrator is Margaret Bloy Graham. So we're gonna jump into this. And first I wanna make sure I say hi to Mary and Nina. I see you and Royce and RJ and Bailey and Lindsay, and I see William and Peyton and Christian. And I see Daniel and Bennett, good to see you, and Natalie, and of course Ivy's here, it's her book week, and Brooklyn and Chelsea, good to see you, and Jesse and Sam and Lincoln and Abby and Maya and Sila, Alexa and Zelia, hi to you, Trace, I see you, and Alyssa and Nick and Liv and Corbin and Noah and Juliet. And we see Cam and Graham and Oliver and McKinley. Good to have you back. And Chastity and Colton and Connor and Jaden and Jolene and Eloise and Henry. Nice to see you. And so many others. We're gonna say hi to everybody, but we've got to get started on Ivy's book this week. So let's jump in and see what Harry and the Lady Next Door is all about. What's super special about this book is it's a chapter book. We've got 4 chapters we're gonna read today. The Party, Harry's First Try, Harry's Second Try, and The Contest. So let's get started on our first chapter book together. Chapter 1, The Party. Harry was a white dog with black spots. He loved all his neighbors, all except one. He did not love the lady next door. The lady next door sang. She sang high and loud. When she sang, Harry's ears hurt. She sang higher than the peanut whistle. When she sang, the peanut man put his hands over his ears. I think my kids do that when I sing. She sang louder than the siren on the fire engine. When she sang, the firemen and women put their hands over their ears. She sang higher and louder than cats sing. When she sang, the cats ran away. Harry tried everything to make her stop. He howled under her window. His friends howled too. But it did not do any good. The lady next door went on singing. She sang higher and louder than ever. One day, Harry's family gave a party. They invited the lady next door. She came with her music. When she started to sing, Harry almost bit her leg. But instead, he bit the leg of the piano. The family sent Harry out of the room. "You are a bad dog," they said. Harry just wagged his tail. As he walked to the door, some people said, "Poor Harry," but others whispered, "The lucky dog." When Harry pushed the door open, the wind blew in. It blew all the pages off the piano. They blew all around the room. Everyone tried to catch the music, but no one could. The pages blew out the door and into the garden. They blew over the fence, up into the trees. Harry caught some of the pages, but he did not bring them back. He ran away with them. Chapter 2, Harry's First Try. He ran until he came to a quiet spot. He dropped the music and lay down. Then he fell asleep. In a little while, something woke Harry up. All around him were cows mooing. They mooed very low notes. Harry listened. He listened. He thought the cows made beautiful music. He had never heard anything so soft and low. He wished the lady next door would sing like the cows. Suddenly, Harry had an idea. He rounded up all the cows. He barked at their heels. Down the road they went. Harry barked and the cows mooed. They ran on and on. They ran down the main street of town. They passed the school, the library, and the firehouse. When they came to Harry's house, the lady was still singing. Harry ran ahead and stopped the cows. They went on mooing. They mooed and mooed and mooed. They all mooed soft and low. The cows mooed for a long time, but it did not do any good. The lady next door went on singing. She sang higher and louder than ever. Harry's family called the man who owned the cows. He came and took them home. That night, Harry slept in the doghouse. He was in a little bit of trouble. The next chapter is called Harry's Second Try. The next day, the lady next door sang some more. Harry's ears hurt more than ever. He went for a walk. After he had walked for a long time, he heard a wonderful sound. Oompa, 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 oompa. It was low and lovely. Then Harry saw what it was. It was the big horn in the fireman's band. The big horn was even softer and lower than cows mooing. Harry walked along listening. He wished the lady next door would sing like the big horn. Then he saw the leader of the band. The leader threw his stick into the air. Harry watched. Suddenly, he had an idea. The next time the stick went into the air, Harry caught it. Harry ran in front of the band. The leader ran after Harry, and the band ran after the leader. Harry stopped the band in front of the lady's house. She was still singing. The big horn player played even softer and lower than before. He blew and blew right under the window, but it did not do any good. The lady next door went on singing. She sang higher and louder than ever. When the leader got there, he had Harry's family with him. Harry gave the stick back. That night, he slept in the doghouse. The final chapter, the contest. A few nights after that, the family took Harry to the park. They were going to hear the firewomen's band. The family knew that Harry liked the big horn. They got to the park and sat down. A light shone on the stage. The people were quiet. They waited for the music to begin. Harry closed his eyes and listened. He waited for the big horn. He waited for the soft, low notes. Not noise, notes. But the low notes never came. Instead, a man came out. "Good evening, friends," he said. "The band will not play tonight. The big horn player is all out of breath. Instead, we shall have a singing contest, and here are all the ladies who will sing." Do any of them look familiar to you? Everyone clapped when the ladies came out. On the end of the line was the lady next door. Harry took one look and ran off. He was almost out of the park when he heard something. Blurp, 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 blurp. It was low and beautiful. Harry stopped and listened. It was even softer and lower than the cows and the big horn. He wished the lady next door would sing like this. Then he saw where the sound came from. It came from inside a watering can. Suddenly, Harry had an idea. He took the handle of the can in his mouth, then he ran with it. Do you know where he's going? Ooh, the wind is tricky. When he got back to the bandstand, he walked quietly up the stairs. The lady next door was singing. Harry put the watering can on the floor behind her. Soon, the lady sang a very high note. Then something happened. 2 frogs jumped out of the can. One jumped on the lady's head, the other on her shoulder, and the other ladies in the contest snickered and ran from the stage. They actually shrieked. They were scared, not laughing. But the lady next door went on singing. She sang higher and louder than ever before. When she finished her song, everyone shouted, "Hooray!" The judges whispered together. Then one of them spoke. "Ladies and gentlemen," he said, "the other ladies in the contest have all gone home, so the lady next door wins the singing contest. She is a brave lady. She wins first prize. It means that she can study music in a far-off country for a long time." Everyone clapped and clapped. Harry barked and barked. He was the happiest of them all. In the middle of all the fuss, the frogs jumped home. Soon the time came for the lady next door to go away. Harry went to the ship with his family to see her off. He looks very happy, doesn't he? "Goodbye, goodbye," everyone shouted. Harry wagged his tail. The lady next door started to sing a goodbye song, but no one ever heard her. Just as she sang the first note, the ship blew its foghorn. Have you ever heard a foghorn? Very loud. It was a deep, low, wonderful sound. As the ship moved away from the dock, other boats blew their foghorns too. Harry thought it was the most beautiful goodbye song he had ever heard. There she is. Goodbye, lady next door. I believe that is the end. And there's Harry. Very happy. Very happy Harry. So that was our book this week from Ivy. Thank you again. We appreciate it. All of you, please subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. Tell me what your favorite book is, and we'll try. Grandma has another one I'd like to read next week, so you should have plenty of time. And I also wanted to say before we leave, I wanted to say hi to Joanna, because she is just waving. And I see you and Braden and Kyler and Caden are here today, and Jason and Barrett and Kaysen. And I see Piper, our friend Piper, and Amelie, good to see you. And I see Wade and Charlotte. Good to see you guys. All right, everybody. Thank you again for joining us. I tell you, I love this time with you. And do me a favor, this week, this Sunday is Mother's Day. So if there's a special mom in your life, or a bonus mom, or a teacher, or a next door neighbor, or maybe your aunt or your grandma, or this grandma, you can subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. Tell me Happy Mother's Day, and that'll put a smile on my face. Again, I love spending this time with you, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye, everyone.